Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, today we're going to be making vegetable soup, and in here, as you can see, I've cleaned the meat I will be using. In there I have got goat meat, more cow tripe, stockfish, and here is my cleaned fish. I'm going to place them on top. Reason for this is because I wouldn't want the fish to overcooked. So after I've finished placing them on top, I will place it on the gas and allow it to cook. And today's vegetable soup, I'm going to be using leaf called spinach. Reason for this is because here where I live, I couldn't find ugu leaf. But if you're back home and you can use ugu leaf, but here I couldn't find ugu, so I am using spinach. Alright, I've placed it on the gas and I'll allow it to cook. But here I've got my frozen okra. I've got two type of okra, but this one I will chop it and blend it in the machine. Then the one that is not frozen, I will chop it and add it like that. So just stay tuned. So here is how it looks like when you finish chopping it. So what I'm going to do now is to put it in the blending machine and blend it. Just keep watching. So here you have it. This is how it looks like when you finish blending it. Like I told you before, I have another one that is not frozen, this one. So I'm gonna chop it and put it like that. This is how it looks like when you finish chopping it. So this one, I'm not gonna blend it. I'm gonna add it just the way it is here. So yeah, so let's go ahead and check our meat and see how far it has gone. I think at this stage the meat is cooked. So what I'm gonna do now is to remove all the fish, and you know how we do it here. Usually we bake our fish. I don't fry them or put them like that. So what I'm gonna do now is to separate the fish, put them in the baking tray, and afterwards I will put it in the oven. Just keep watching, do not go away. So I've just finished separating the fish from the meat. So what I'm gonna do here now is to place it in the oven and allow it to bake. Like I told you before, if you've been watching me, if you've been following me all this while, you notice that most of my recipes, I don't fry my fish. What I do is I put it in the oven and allow it to bake there. So the remaining meat, the one I left in the pot, is what we're gonna use to cook. So let's go ahead and place it in the oven and allow it to bake. So here is the leaf I will be using. It's called spinach incubator. You can get this in supermarkets. So here are all the ingredients I will be using into this recipe. If you check in there, you will see the spinach itself. I've recorded them. I have a similar video where I showed you, have a separate video where I show you how to record your spinach. In case maybe if you haven't seen that video, check on my playlist. I've got that video for you. Alright, so if you check here, you will see my blended okra, chopped pepper, salt and seasoning cube, and here is my water leaf. I'm going to add this as an additional leaf to the spinach I've got here. So here is the blended okra I showed you before, the frozen blended okra, and the other one is the chopped, fresh okra. Here is my palm red oil. These are all the ingredients I will be using in today's recipe. Just keep watching. In a moment, I'm going to show you how I'll be adding all of these ingredients together. Just keep watching, do not go away. In case maybe you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you've been watching without subscribe, just do well by clicking the red button, select the all options so you'll be notified whenever I put up video on here. Alright, so this my remaining meat, the one I told you before. So what we're gonna do now is to start cooking. First of all, what I'm gonna do is to add my red palm oil. Then next comes my chopped blended frozen okra. Alright, so I've just finished adding them. I just added two ingredients, oil and my blended okra. So what I'm gonna do here, just like you're seeing, is just to stir it very well, and I will cover it and allow it to cook before I introduce other ingredients. Just keep watching. So let's open and see how it's going. So what I'm gonna do here is to stir it a little bit, then I will add my chopped pepper. Well, at this stage I will recommend that you reduce your heat, because if you leave your heat, what I mean by heat is, if you leave your gas on high, there's a possibility for your soup to get burnt. So what I'm gonna do now is to go ahead and add my chopped pepper, and after that I will add my 2 seasoning cube and a salt. I'm not gonna add all of them. I'll add a little bit here. Then I will introduce my crayfish. I didn't show you that before, I forgot. So here is my crayfish. Then next comes in my okra. Then after the okra, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the spinach, my chopped spinach leaf. Then after that I will add my water leaf, and after I've finished adding all of these ingredients, what I'm gonna do is to just go ahead and stir it together. And when I come back, what I'm gonna do is just to add our fish that's been in the oven. Remember, we have fish that is baking in the oven. So when I come back, what I'm gonna do is just to add the fish, and our soup would be ready. I want to quickly say something before we wrap up with today's recipe. Quickly, let me thank those of you that have been watching my video, sharing my video on social media, commenting, and all of that. Like I do say before, if you've been watching my video without subscribing, please do well by subscribing. Then I would know that you are one of the family. Subscribe, it's free, no one charges you. I've had stories whereby people are saying, no, they're going to charge me if I subscribe. No, okay, it's free, no one charges you. In as much as you have internet enabled device, it's free. Click that red button that said subscribe, then you pick all option. What the all option does is to notify you whenever I put up a video. What I mean by notify is to let you know whenever I upload a video. So that's what that all option does. It lets you know. It's just like when someone sent you a text message, it will alert you that you've gotten a message. Okay, so subscribe. So here I've got my fish, or the baked fish we have in the oven. So I've just added it. So what we're gonna do now is just to stir it together, and our vegetable soup would be ready in a while. Right? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love all of you. I love some of you that have been sharing my video. I really do love all of you guys. I know without you guys, this channel wouldn't have been possible. We're almost coming to the end of the recipe. So what I'm gonna do now is just to close the pot and allow it to cook for a while. Then when I come back, our food will be ready. Our food is ready. Thank you, and I'll see all of you in my next video. This is what it looks like. This is what it takes. It doesn't take that much time. here is it. And what I would do is just to show you how I poured it out immediately. This is what you would do before I forget. Immediately you finish cooking, what you're gonna do, get a bowl, okay, and remove your soup from the pot immediately. What that does is it allows your soup to remain as fresh as it would be. Because if you leave it in the pot, it will still be cooking, and when you come back, it looks like soup that have been cooked for maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. But if you do it the way I just did now, your soup is going to remain fresh. Okay, so here's the final look of the recipe. Thank you so much, and I'll see all of you in my next video.